Hi, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever and whenever you're joining us today. I'm Laura LJ Klucharich. My last name is very interesting to say. And I am here tonight. I'm so honored to be hosting the first global Zoom of 2026. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy and healthy New Year. I'm so thrilled tonight. I'm going to be introducing our guest soon. We're going to be talking about health and what does that look like and what does that mean to you? There's so many different levels, physical, emotional, mental health, spiritual, and financial health. We're going to touch on that as well. So I'm excited to introduce our guest. We're going to have so much fun tonight together. We have about 12, 13 years we've known each other, and going to introduce Dr. Darin Mazepa, chiropractor in the Lehigh Valley, Allentown, Pennsylvania. You may have heard that Billy Joel song before. And he's been involved in this space for a very, very long time, 30 years. He opened Vitality Natural Healthcare Center in 1997, which was, just like yesterday. And we're going to have a conversation tonight and we're going to have a lot of fun. And we hope that you will leave here inspired. You will run to whomever invited you here tonight and say, you know what? I feel a spark and something in me is lit up, and I want you to tell me a little bit more about it. So here's Dr. Darin Mazepa.
Aloha.
Aloha. Yeah, so we're in Pennsylvania, but Dr. Darin has a huge affinity for his soul's home, Hawaii. And, it's funny because you have seashells behind you representing. So my background is a little bit, my health took a lot of twists and turns over the years. And one of the things that, over the years, I was really seeking something alternative, something holistic. And I know that's what your practice and our practice is really all about. Looking at a whole person, looking at the whole body. And could you talk a little bit about why you joined Three and why you said yes to this? And, I might jump in here and there too. We're going to have a really fun conversation.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, for clarification, LJ runs the show at Vitality. I'm just the doctor there, but we all know who's in charge at Vitality. Um, this is all I've ever known. I'm a chiropractor in practice 32 years. My father was a chiropractor, and just the holistic lifestyle is all I've ever known. So I grew up with supplements. I grew up with my dad giving me stuff all the time. My mom had a very clean house. Everything was just, clean, healthy living. And big part of that was nutritional supplementation. So I know this space. I know the science behind this. And when this kind of came into LJ's orbit, she started asking me questions and wanted me to look into this and vet it a little bit. And I said, yeah, I would do that. She was at a conference in New Jersey, kind of a regional conference for this company. And she said, oh, the chief scientific officer is going to be in Iowa on Thursday, and we're going. So here it is Sunday, and I'm booking a hotel, a flight, and a car for 4 days later to meet a guy I've never met before to ask him questions about the stuff that is his passion. So I was kind of thrown right into the deep end. And that all came about because I asked her to ask him some questions when she was in New Jersey. And she was like, I wouldn't know what he was talking about. I wouldn't even know what he was answering when he answered my questions. So I agreed. Okay, let's go to Iowa, a place neither of us have ever been.
Now I know exactly what you were asking. And brings me to a really good place right now, a really good point. Anybody ever heard of HPLC? Because
High performance liquid chromatography.
I did not know what that was, but that's one of the things that Dr. Darin asked me to ask our chief science officer, Dr. Dan. And this is some of these, points is really, they're really what sets three apart and why you could put your stamp of approval on bringing this supplementation, bringing this whole food nutrition, bringing these nutrients into our practice, and
Hmm.
something that you hadn't changed in 30 years, even 50 some for what you had taken before. So, talk a little bit about that and a little bit about the products too, and really what sets these proactive wellness products apart.
The big thing for me was I tell people all the time, my bar is extremely high. I know how the industry can be tricky. I know how companies can cut corners, how they can reduce quality. So in my mind, my first question was prove it. Prove it to me how well this is, how great your stuff is. And I I knew the minute I started asking these questions to Dr. Dan, he knew what he was talking about. So I liked the system. Once I got over the scientific hurdles that this stuff was quality, then I liked the system. The system is great because there's six products. That's it. There's not a million different things. There's one for inflammation. If you work out and you feel a little bit of stress or strain or anything like that, there's a product for that. There's an amazing product for the immune system. There's a product that really helps with detoxifying the body. It actually detoxifies five organs at once. There's one that is everybody's talking about collagen these days. There's an amazing collagen product. There's an incredible antioxidant, I'll call it anti-aging product. And then lastly, they have what they refer to as their multivitamin. I call it their multi everything. It's incredible. So, right there, you're looking at six simple products that will enhance your health and wellness so much. And why will they do that better than any other product? One of Dr. Dan's biggest things is he is so passionate about cellular absorption. He makes products that actually get into your cells. I always joke with my patients, Americans have the most expensive urine on the planet because all they're doing is taking stuff and it's passing right through. These products actually get into the target cells and do what they're designed to do. That's everything I was looking for in products.
Yes, we hear in the office quite a bit all the benefits that people are experiencing. And I'm at the front desk, so I get to hear a lot of people's testimonies after they've been taking these amazing products for so long. And it's, definitely more energy and sleep qualities, a lot better inflammation, their gut health. Gut is everything. And right now, especially with the, immune system being taxed, it's the winter time. There's things that we come in contact with, and we have a product for that. We have product for that. We have this, that. We cover everything. And I have to say, so I'm turning 50 this year. And woohoo! So 2026 really does mean a lot to me, and evaluating my own physical health, and I've been on these stellar products for 2 years, and people tell me I am aging backwards, and they look at my skin and they ask, oh yes, we do have the skincare as well. So I want to touch base just a little bit about the skincare too, because the skin is the largest organ. So talk a little bit about our skincare product.
Okay. So, what sets our skincare apart is two of the products in the line are what are known as neurocosmetics. We talk about like the gut brain connection. There's a skin brain connection too. And why the skin brain is connection is it's a feedback loop. We can actually put things right on our skin and it communicates with our brain. And that's really important because like I said, two of these products, the super serum and the creme caviar, they increase production of serotonin, of dopamine, of NAD plus, which is the precursor. NAD's in all the rage right now. It's so funny when you see things pop up. That's the precursor to creating better and more active synapses in the brain. And who wouldn't want a little more serotonin too? Come on now, seriously. So that's what's amazing about the skincare product. Yes, it'll make your wrinkles go away, and yes, it made my age spots go away. It'll do all those things, but it enhances your mood. It changes your sleep rhythm and sleep pattern. It does so much more than simply a skincare product.
And to boot, to add to that, enhance that even more, all of the products, the Simple Six and the skincare that you were just referring to, they're all in the PDR, the prescriber's digital reference, which, really lends credibility and, uh, something that sets us so far apart is that right there.
When I was a boy, a little boy, I would go into my dad's office and there would just be this giant blue book on his desk. And I'd always flip through it and look at all the different colored pills and tablets and all this kind of stuff. And I didn't even know what I was looking at. Now, jump ahead, 50 years, and it's like, oh, that was the PDR that my dad was looking at, I was looking at back then.
And my mom
Mm,
was a medical transcriptionist, and she also had that book next to her. And I would flip through that as well. And how wonderful to be a part of a company that's a nutraceutical company, the only one that has all six of its ingestibles highlighted in there. It's amazing. So we talked a little bit about the physical health, right? The physical point. So
mhm,
let's shift gears a little bit. We did, you touched base on the mood with our skincare line
mhm.
as well. And we know, gut is the second brain and that
Absolutely.
we're touching that. So we're talking about physical. Let's talk a little bit about the mental, emotional connection too. About really looking good and feeling good. Don't we all want that in 2026 here
Yes,
moving forward?
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. The whole idea is it's important to be physically well, but that is a piece of it. Having that emotional well being, which is absolutely connected to the gut, is very, very important. That's why I love Vitalite. That is the multi everything, because it has so many great things in it to feed, nourish, and enhance the gut. So amazing.
And when all of that is in line, and I'm kind of going to that mental, emotional, having a lot of gratitude for this company and this platform and the opportunity, the people that we're getting to meet. Now we're touching on, kind of going to community
And social,
and
yeah.
social, being able to meet people from all walks of life and all over the world, leaders in this space, a space that, you and I had never been in before. So we've really gotten a whole new, community and friendships that are lifelong.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
feeds the soul and that feeds the spirit and, touches on spiritual health.
We are creatures who need connection. We are not socially isolated creatures. We need social interaction. And that's one of the things that I kind of saw as a bonus was getting a whole new community. It's usually it's interesting because it's usually me who people are coming up to saying, "Oh, I wanted to meet you. I wanted to meet you." I love saying, "Oh my gosh, I've been meaning to meet you. I wanted to meet you for so long." All of these people that are new to me. So that is so gratifying just knowing that this is helping me to grow and expand also. I love that.
Office, we're able to touch lives of people that are local to us. And this platform is such a gift to be able to expand beyond local and regional and national and even going global, this
Global.
opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I think back to when I said yes, I'm laughing. I didn't even have a supplement or whole food nutrition, any of this, in my body before three. Uh,
Yes.
I didn't, I jumped in for the financial opportunity, and we're going to start touching on that now. Again, just this is such a comprehensive opportunity and experience. So we're going to touch on the fun and the financial piece. I said yes to this because my intuition was so strong. My friend Lisa was contacting me over and over. She married my best friend from childhood, which is why I'm called LJ. My old name is Laura Jane. So LJ, and Lisa was contacting me about this, and something was really drawing me in and sparking me. And we have a wonderful office in the Lehigh Valley. And, working part-time there, was really looking for another opportunity, becoming a single mom to these, beautiful girls back here. So I definitely am so grateful for that gift, and I want that, for everybody else. This is an amazing opportunity. So talk a little bit about that piece for you. What has changed for you, and why maybe you said yes to this after I brought it to your attention.
For starters, I wanted nothing to do with this. You wanted me to vet it for you. You wanted me to say, "Yeah, you can take these products. They're good." And when I started looking further and further into it, I said, "Yes, you should take these products." And then I said, "Yes, I want to take these products." And then I said, "Yes, I want to bring these into the practice." And then I said, "Yes, this financial and compensation plan is incredible." So it wasn't one yes for me. It was actually four yeses for me. The compensation part is amazing because I look at it as this is a very, very efficient distribution model. There's so many distribution models out there. There's a big distribution thing that will send you stuff overnight. All you have to do is buy it, and then boom, a person shows up on your porch. That's a distribution model. There are giant big box warehouse places. You can go and buy your milk, your tires, and your underwear in the same place. That's a distribution model. This distribution model is peer to peer. It's person to person. I love it because it's so personal. I get to sit down with somebody and talk with them about something I'm passionate about. I am so passionate about health and healing and wellness that getting to talk to them about these supplements comes easily to me. I just love doing that. So it's like social meets financial. I get compensated very well for talking about something that I love. That's a great model. I love that model. And as a result of that, really neat things happen. I get a paycheck every Friday. I get a little text, ding, this money was put in your account. Um, they have incentive programs, they have incentive trips. We've been on two free trips so far, you and I. So think about it, free trips. Who wouldn't want all expense paid trips, you know? So I like to think of it as this company is so wise. They're doing everything so well, and they don't spend a dollar on TV or print advertising. So I like to think of myself as their conduit, their gateway to meeting people and introducing these products to people. I'm their advertising budget, and they compensate you and me very well, don't they?
We had never been in this platform, or I should say industry, previously. And the one thing that we hear over and over again is, you get a compensation plan as well as a personal development plan, but the compensation plan is the best that's ever been offered to anybody in this space. And we can really attest to that. I've seen folks become leaders and really increase their impact and increase their financial ability, to including myself. Things Folks are looking for another income source these days. It's really important for to have that multiple income stream, and
I
to
watched the. Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. I watch the Financial Channel all the time, and all they talk about is multiple revenue streams, diversification, don't put your eggs in one basket, all of this kind of stuff. So if you're hearing that on the Financial Channel, you better understand that they know what they're talking about.
And for folks, in our age and in this in this time of our lives, it's definitely important to look at long term,
Mhm.
and set yourself up for success while making a difference in other people's lives. And I mentioned before, I work at the front desk. I'm moving more towards the office management now, but for all these years, we had offered another nutrition line in the office, and I referred people to that, and I didn't see any commission, but I was excited about those products too. We're trusted advisors there,
Mhm.
offering, our feedback and offering our, you know,
Our wonderful, educated advice
yes.
for
And
for
and then
everything that they want.
now we're now with three, like we're getting it in return. We're getting compensated, and that exchange is there. So while I'm still happy
Yes,
to recommend those for pieces and parts, I'm so glad that we brought this in and have a whole system for
yes,
folks. And
yes.
you never know. One of the things is prejudging. I hear a lot about that in this space, and not prejudging anybody, because you never know what people are going through.
Right. Yep. Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say that there are very few people who say, I don't need any extra money. I'm good. And if they say that to me, I think, okay, that might be true, or they might just be settling. One thing I'll never do in my life, personally or professionally, is settle. I want more. I want more greatness. I want more freedom. I want more prosperity. We just had a vision board event and we put all kinds of great words on our vision board. But the interesting thing about vision boards is they're the starting line. Then you got to take action to make those visions come true. Then you got to do things and let the rubber meet the road and make that vision happen.
Come true.
Come true. That's it.
Yes. Yes. We have all these wonderful words that we say, and it's putting them into motion. Putting
Action.
them into action and
Yeah.
motion. And we
Yeah.
are so blessed to have this gift. And uh, hopefully folks that are, whoever invited you here tonight, you might feel inspired by just our stories. We're kind of what do we say? We're regular old folks from Allentown, blue collar Allentown, right?
That's right. That's right.
But we have such a vision to make an impact, and we have so much gratitude for being introduced to this amazing platform.
And the
And
leadership. The CEO, Daniel Piku, is absolutely amazing. I already talked about Dr. Dan. So I just look at it as this company has to be great because their leadership is stellar.
many years of experience between everyone in this
Mhm.
space.
Yeah.
And we're so blessed and honored to be a part of it. And with that, I think that just get with whomever invited you tonight
Yes.
to this Zoom. Tell them what you love. Tell them, hey, I really want to learn more about the compensation plan. I want to learn more about the products. We were able to touch a little bit about them tonight.
Hmm.
And, moving into 2026, making it your year, whatever it looks like for you, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. We really tried to touch a little bit on each of those tonight,
Yeah.
and how three can make an impact in your life.
Yeah.
So get with the person who invited you, tell them you're all in. Dr. Darin and I were,
That's right.
and
All in.
all in. And time to
Yeah.
make a shift, whatever it looks like for you. So happy New Year and
Happy New Year.
enjoy the rest of your day. And so glad that you joined us. Thank you, Dr. Darin, for sharing tonight.
Mahalo
And
nui loa.
have a great night.
Bye bye.